media, you want some traditional, you want to do an email campaign. But picking which one of those will be based upon your client. Creating content is the big one. Strategizing what kind of content you're going to develop. That's also going to be based on what's important to your client. Creating a posting schedule. How often am I going to post? What am I going to post about? Is also another way of strategizing. So coming together with all the parts and pieces of your business and then determining the cost, the content, and the time factor will help you create the strategy, and then implementing tools for you to monitor it is going to be the end result.
Okay, amen. So, it's funny, I've been in this industry for quite some time, and worked for a lot of different agencies before I had my own. And I would say the last 20% of my career, there was this epiphany of this missing link. And it was like always like, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna do it, do you wanna do that, how does this sound? And what often was missed, well, 80% of the time in this industry was always missed, was what are your goals, what are you trying to accomplish? And so one thing that I would say that it's kind of obvious, and how does it get missed, but what gets missed a lot is what are your goals, what are you trying to accomplish? And I'm sure most of you heard the term SMART goals, which would be that's for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But that's what's important. At the end of the day, you're a company, you want to make more money. So what is that dollar amount? How many new acquisitions do you have to have this month? It's rare that those conversations happen with an agency. Like, we don't always bring those goals up. But I will say, when those goals are on the table, the success rate is much higher. And it doesn't mean that there's a failure when the goal isn't hit. That means that we have to revamp, readjust, make some fine-tuned adjustments, or start all over again. But we're aware that you didn't get the additional phone calls, you didn't make the additional revenue. So I would say, make sure that there's some goals, make sure you're holding, if you're working internally, if you're using an outside source, hold everyone accountable to those goals that equal dollars in most cases, for most of our businesses.
I'll break it down even simpler. How many of you are smart enough to have written a real marketing plan for your business? I not only write it, I update it every year. Why? I'm old as dirt. So when I started the company 32 years ago, your situation was different than it is today. Your target audience is different than it is today. Your media mix is different than it is today. Your goals, whether it be from a brand identity standpoint or actual dollars in a register, different than it is today. Every year you should update your marketing plan. What's the situation like? What's your customers look like? What's your product mix looks like? And then look down the road as to what you're going to need to attain those goals. I love that. I want to increase my sales by 20%. Great. Do you have the human capital on the floor to produce the widgets in order to do that? How many of you are crazy enough to walk into your competitor and go, hey, I'm here to mystery shop you, let's talk, let's see how things are going in the business. I get together with my contemporaries once a quarter, we make the new guy every quarter pay, and we have lunch, and we talk about what's going on in the business. I want to know from the people that I compete against, I want to know what's going on. Conrick and I, we friendly compete on stuff, and Connie and I share all the time. If there's a crap client, we let those people know the industry. Don't do this, that doesn't pay us for your bills. If there's a crap staff member, we know another agency Connie and I send them to. Ty's only got 4 of them, come on, we love you. So, but I mean, when you start thinking about it, don't be afraid to walk into your competition and sit down and have a conversation with them about what's going on. And don't be afraid to zig where there's ag. There's enough business in Southwest Florida. I'm in an awkward position with Connie where I'm not your client, but I'm the chairman of the Horizon sit down. The basics you should know is what's the situation analysis? Who's your target market? What's their positioning? What's their pitch? Are they faster, better, cheaper? Pick one. You can't do it all. Write those things down, because 5 years from now, when all of a sudden sales are going through the roof or sales are dipping, you want to be able to take a look back and go, oh, heck, that's what happened right there. Let me adjust this as I go forward in what I'm doing. You know, ask the guys that were in the alarm clock business and saw that was never going to go. Everybody's got to get up every morning. They don't make alarm clocks anymore because we have these things. So alarm clocks are going out of business. Watch manufacturing. It's going out of business. Kodak, we're going out of business, yeah, you know, with that 35mm film. So just take a look at things, because your business is evolving, again, whether you like it or not. You can control that evolution of maybe an upward swing or a downward swing. You have that control.
So I definitely agree, and as I mentioned when we first started, I believe marketing and PR are married together, they blend together. The one is paid, one is earned. You have to work with both to be successful, and you have to have a mix, as you've heard people say. And public relations, which like I said, I work the two together, we create campaigns and plans, and that is the strategy, that is what you're working with. To do anything, you don't just throw an event just because you want to throw an event. There's got to be a reason that you're doing something. So you always have to understand your situation. If it's a problem, your problem statement, you have to understand what's the goal? What do you want to accomplish? What are you doing? We're not just doing these things every day just for fun. We're doing them to make a living. We're doing it to make a difference. We're doing it to make measurements. So you want to make sure that that you are going through those steps. You understand what your situation is. You understand who your audience is. Make measurable objectives. You know, put in a timeline, put in a percentage, put in an audience, and there's a lot of change. And at the end of that time frame, look and see if you did it. You know, that's how you're going to have measurable outcomes there. So make sure that you're just being strategic in how you're thinking. And to do that in the front of anything that you do, you have to understand where you want to be at the end. So know where you want to go in the end, and then build your plan in front of that based on the research and what you have in front of you.
Amen.
Those were some great answers. Thank you. So I'm going to actually skip. I'm going to move to a question. I'm going to get this a little out of order because I want to hit on it today. And this is actually to do with trends and AI. Who here knows what AI is? You've heard it. You've heard it? Okay. Well, it gets even better. AI is a huge part, especially in our social media and Google, and it's amazing. Who here has talked to somebody in your family about a subject matter, and 5 minutes later you go on Google and you get an ad? Yes. Everybody gets freaked out. Yeah, the future is coming, and I think it's very important for people to understand what this is going to do to our marketplace. There's some features and benefits that come with AI. There's also some downsides. So the question is, there's a lot of talk about AI being used in the marketing mix. What is the future of artificial intelligence marketing, AI marketing, and how can I leverage it for my business?
So I have two really favorite tools. One, write this down. Write Y-E-X-T. Y-E-X-T. And it's a great program for monitoring your reviews online. A lot of things that we talked about today, one of the things that we did talk about is how important reviews are. And being able to respond to those reviews are really critical too. So this little tool alerts you when you get a review on different social media platforms. Okay? The other one that I like is Patterns 89. And Patterns 89 is a great tool in that it helps you pull together all of your social media platforms into one place, and it allows you to see the costs that you're spending on your advertising campaign, and it enables you to adjust those costs accordingly. So those are two AIs, those are two programs that you can use that can help you understand a little bit better about what your return on your investment is when it comes to social media. And that's one of the most difficult things for us to be able to calculate.
Amen.
Give a blessing.
So, I think my favorite part about AI, what it does for us to empower us as marketers, this kind of goes along with your second explanation, Teresa. So now, you're able to use AI to run a digital campaign. So you can use it in a proactive way. So if you imagine this, if you imagine keywords that you're bidding on in a pay-per-click campaign that's being stock. Let's just say you were investing in the stock market right now. You had some supercomputer that can make decisions at a millisecond to trade, sell, buy. Well, with AI, you're able to do that when bidding on keywords for a digital campaign or a pay-per-click campaign. And the power of that is typically, traditionally, when we run an AdWords campaign, we'll have a month-long strategy, and we'll maybe every other day or once a week, if we're doing a good job, we will go and make sure we get the best return and the best click-through rates and the best cost per click. But imagine a computer as smart as Watson that can real-time make adjustments. And that's going to truly optimize your spend where you're getting the best return. So in the evolution of AI, for me, that's probably the most powerful thing that's impacted how I'm able to help my clients do that.
I have a client here in Southwest Florida that has a 5-office location. You walk into that office as a new patient, you sign up, immediately they put that to the computer. Before you go into the first examination room with them, they will tell you what the lifetime value of you is. They will tell you where you're at on social media. They will be able to run analytics on you to say what your interests are. And in addition to that, when you're in their practice, they know that you waited in the lobby 1.5 minutes. They know you went to this examination room, what you were diagnosed with, whether they gave you a sample of medication or a treatment handled there, when your next meeting is, and depending on your age, what they identify as your income, where you are, where you come from. They will tell you what the 1, 2, and 3-year value of you, and then the lifetime value of you. And this is here at Cape Coral. So when I talk about your situation and changing things, I spend a lot of time now designing messages for automated delivery systems that are using AI to tell me what their clients are and how we deliver it. So you wonder how that happens? It's not happening by accident that that's happening. It's not as if Siri's listening in on you or Alexa's listening in on you. There are FGCU communication laws that dictate what those devices can and can't do. But what you're literally talking about here is everybody in this room has a digital footprint. You have enough information. Anybody here who is not carrying some kind of card or smartphone device on them right now? Right now, collectively, we're all being documented when we got here, how long we were here, if we bought something here. You see a lot of people on their phones while we're talking, and they're looking at where you're at, what's going on. Credit cards, credit cards give a whole bunch of information. When we run analytics on new clients, we're able to take a look at the credit card, not take a look at the credit card files. We're able to access generic information from their provider to be able to upload it to their backside for social media so we can start building little groups and find people that have similar interests to them. AI has been around a long time. I got a web developer in my office that left IBM to come down here to Southwest Florida, Jeff Abbott. He spent 14 years working on artificial intelligence with IBM, and it's a race. Does it ever just wish technology took 1 year off so we could all get caught up on the same operating system, same model computer, and go? It would be like, it would be wonderful, but you can't. I I keep driving around looking for the cloud and how I can visit it to find where all my data is and where all this is being stored. I'm pretty convinced, and this is just the way my mind works, that eventually I'm going to get a bill that says you want to access your data on the cloud. It's $8,476,395.14. And you don't want to pay it, we own all your data. So look for multiple spots to back that up. But anyway, it's the artificial intelligence of the digital era is here. You are being tracked. You are, and I did a piece for a leadership, and I woke up in the morning by a digital phone. I turned on a digital TV. I checked my email digitally. I got in a car that has a transponder that leaves a digital signal. I stopped to get gas and paid with a credit card. I got to the office. I signed for a FedEx, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. A guy I went to high school with basically worked for the Secret Service, and he sent me a 600-page report as to what my day was and how many points were touched on me that day by being on the digital. You do have a profile, and people like us, we utilize it to market to you, to have you have a preference and predilection for our products and services.
I think, they've really covered a lot of it. I mean, and it is true. Everything that you're doing, our age is so digital that you're tracked everywhere you go, whether you want to be or not. I mean, and it's not anything malicious. It's just the way of the times. It's how we communicate. It's how we work together. As a business, having access and working with these tools gives you a greater opportunity to fine-tune your audience, to reach your audience, to get your message out, to do what you need to do. And so it's a scary thing as an individual sometimes when you think on how much somebody can drill down on where you're at and what you're doing. But at the same time, that's what businesses are looking for so that they can cater their services to you in a lot of ways. So there are privacy things and things you can do to always protect yourself, and I always encourage that on anything that you do. But definitely, AI is here, and you need to know the pros and cons to it for your business, for you personally, and find the best solution for you to use that, because it's not going to go away.
So we're getting a little short on time, so we have 2 topic areas, and by vote, we will decide which one is going to be asked. That's going to be great. So the first one I have is public relations, and the other is social media. Which question do you want me to ask?
Public relations.
How did I know that was coming? Guess what, you're first. Okay, so I'll load the question up. So I finally got started using social media. It's really time consuming, but I'm doing it. Does it feel strategic or fruitful? How can I best convert my social media followers into paying clients?
So, first off, we have to know our clients, right? And then, but mostly what we need to do is create some goals for ourselves. When we first start social media, or actually, let me back up a little bit, there are predominantly 3 goals that you look at when you think about marketing your company. And that is brand awareness, sales, and customer retention and loyalty. So when you first start a business, or you're first stepping out into social media, the first thing that you want to do is you want to start building brand awareness. Why? Because we do business with people that we know, like, and trust. Think about yourself for a minute. Who do you do business with? When you turn marketing around and look at yourself and think about how you interact with the products and services that you love, do some of that. Create a campaign that's going to last more than a week, because it takes a while. We don't just like people immediately. Social media is about top of mind, staying in front of them, being consistent with the message so that we can like you, and most importantly, that we can trust you. So first and foremost, really think about your brand and brand awareness. Then you can move into sales. But understand that in sales and social media, we're only talking about